Only between 1 and 2% of South Africa's estate agents will do gross commission of 3 million Rand or more. Now, if you are one of those agents, one of the top 1% in South Africa, I'm going to ask you for 5 minutes of your time because I want to explain to you the Icon Award that eXp have just launched for South Africa. It's targeted at agents just like you. Now, if you're on a 60-40 split and you do 3 million gross commission, you will pay in 1.2 million Rand to your broker and you'll keep 1.8 million Rand for yourself, and then you obviously got to pay tax on that. If you're on a 70-30 split, you would pay in 900,000 Rand and you'd keep 2.1 million Rand for yourself. If you're on an 80-20 split, you would pay in 600,000 Rand and you'd keep 2.4 million for yourself. Obviously, you still got to pay tax on that. If you are with eXp Realty and you do 3 million Rand, you will now qualify to be an Icon agent, which means you will make 2.88 million out of the 3 million will be given to you. And 150,000 Rand of that will be in US dollar-based shares in the company, which they give you as an incentive. Now, I just want to explain to you how the Icon system works and give you an introduction to eXp if you don't know the company. eXp is the largest real estate company on transaction count in America. They are the fastest growing real estate company in history. We launched in South Africa about 3 years ago. We already have 1,200 agents, which makes us by leaps and bounds the fastest growing real estate company in South Africa's history. And the Icon status, the qualification criteria for that have just been announced for South Africa, and it is incredibly exciting if you are one of those elite agents. So, how does the Icon status work? Well, you've got to do, as I've been saying, 3 million Rand gross commission to qualify as an Icon in South Africa. There is a second way you can qualify. If you're an agent who does large transaction volumes but lower transaction amounts, you can qualify by doing 975,000 Rand gross commission plus 35 post-cap transactions. So what is the capping system and how does it work? Because this is important to how the Icon agents get remunerated. At eXp, you're on a 71% split from the moment you join. The 29% that you pay into the company is split into two amounts. 25% gets paid to eXp South Africa and 4% gets paid to eXp International. The 4% you always pay, so we're going to ignore that for the time being. Let's talk about this 25% that you pay to the company in South Africa. That has a limit on it, or a cap of 150,000 Rand. What that means is you start the beginning of your anniversary year every year and you pay in 25% on your transactions until that amount that you've paid in reaches 150,000 Rand. At that point, eXp say to you, thank you very much, you've paid in for the year. You now keep 96% for the rest of the year. You don't pay that 25% anymore. But for the Icon agents, it gets even better. Because what they do if you become an Icon agent is they take that 150,000 Rand that you paid in on your cap amount and they give it back to you in the form of eXp shares. So in 2017, eXp listed on the NASDAQ stock exchange. The NASDAQ is the major tech stock exchange in America where Google and Facebook and Apple are listed. You can go and check out their share price. It's EXPI on your phone app. What eXp do is they give you in dollars 150,000 Rands worth of shares. So what eXp do is they open a Morgan Stanley trading account for you and they keep those shares for you based in US dollars. Now they do take 3 years to vest and there are a few hoops you've got to jump through. There's some training you've got to do with other eXp agents, but it's simple enough to qualify. Those shares sit in US dollars in your Morgan Stanley account and they are part of your remuneration for the year. So if you are one of the elite agents in South Africa and you do 3 million Rand gross commission or more, please take the time to investigate eXp's model. You can go to themodelexplained.co.za. I promise you it will be worth your time. There is a reason why the top agents all around the world are moving over to eXp, and this Icon Award is the major incentive for good agents like yourself. So please have a look at the model and please reach out to me and let's have a conversation.